Welcome to dgmodelworks, and this video is what I like to refer to as a Midwest mail call, where I get to show you some items that I picked up at my favorite hobby shop, Midwest Model Railroad. You can pick up these fine items and many more at midwestmodelrr.com or at their retail store in Independence, Missouri. And don't forget about your coupon code dgmodelworks to save 5% off your regular priced purchase. Derek here with Midwest Mail Call episode number 2. Let's dive right in. The first thing I want to show you are these how-to books from Model Railroader and Kalmbach Publishing. Now these are really great source of information, even with all the information you can get out there in the digital age, YouTube, websites, Facebook groups, live shows that people do, other modelers do. But there's just something to be said about these books, especially if you're like me and you like to have a physical copy of something in your hands when you read it. I'm still kind of old school when it comes to that. But anyways, I already have some of these in my library and I decided to add a couple more. These things are really great. I bought realistic layouts, painting backdrops for your model railroad, and modern freight cars, rolling stock from the 60s through today. Lots of good information in here. Like I said, I know you can get a lot of information out there in the digital age, but this just enhances that even further. And hey, you can't have too much knowledge. So these things, like I said, definitely check them out. I think they're worth it. Alright, the next thing I want to cover are these bi-level enclosed auto racks from the latest release from Walthers. These are the Walthers Proto series, and hey, I love enclosed auto racks, so I had to grab some of these. And I think they are a fantastic deal, and I'll explain why in a little bit. But let's take a closer look at some of these. As we take a closer look at these, I will say that I've been a fan of all the enclosed auto racks that have been available in HO scale over the years. And that means from the old Walthers kits all the way up to the highly detailed models that are available today. Now these Walthers Proto models, they fall somewhere in between as far as detail, but they look fantastic, and let's take a closer look. As we look at the end, you'll notice some separately applied grab irons up top and down here. The doors do not open, but I'll tell you what, they are done so well. They actually look like they open. I actually had to double check because I thought maybe they changed them to where they did open. Really, really fantastic detail as the way they did that. Again, look how they did all the separately applied pieces here that make it look like the door actually opens. I think that's great. And me personally, I don't need the doors to open, so I mean, that's just, it works for me. Here's another angle of the end of it where you can see how it really does look like the doors open. And you also see this does come with a metal knuckle coupler and metal wheel sets. Side panels look great. Now they're just plastic and they're not see-through. Again, I'm perfectly okay with that. I don't need etched metal side panels, and they do not need to be see-through for me. If that is a requirement for you, then obviously these aren't going to be the car for you, but I am perfectly okay with them. And we have some separately applied braking detail, chain, piping, and as you will notice, the detail continues up underneath the car body with all the braking detail, reservoirs and everything. So that is all separately applied, and I'll see if I can show you a shot of the underneath. Alright, there's a glimpse of the underbody detail. There's no coupler cut levers or anything like that, but you do have a lot of nice braking detail underneath there that's all separately applied, and pretty nicely done for a middle-of-the-road model. And let's be honest, how much of that are you going to actually see unless you pick the model up like this? But it provides just the right amount of detail for a track level. Out of this run is Burlington Northern, Conrail, CP Rail, Milwaukee Road, Southern Pacific, and I believe Grand Trunk is the last one. I will show you a closer shot of the CP Rail one. I kind of like it. I like this one because it has a black body. That's something you don't normally see with enclosed auto racks. And again, the same nice detail. Pretty nice looking car. I like it. Now I do want to discuss why I think these are a really great deal. If you use your dgmodelworks coupon code for 5% off at Midwest Model Railroad, that would be midwestmodelrr.com, you can pick these up for $58.34 at the time of making this video. Now the reason I think these are a great deal is because if you check out eBay, people are listing the old Walthers kits for, I've seen as high as $59.99 and more. That is absolutely ridiculous. Years back I was picking those things up for $20 or less on eBay, which I think is a great deal for the kits. But for what you can get for $58.34 compared to the old Walthers kits, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Why would you buy the old kits for that? And I'm going to actually show you a difference in some of the detail between this and the old Walthers kits. There you can see a real big difference in the end of the cars. The back one is the old Walthers kit where everything is molded on. This one definitely has nicer detail, separately applied grab irons. The doors are separately applied, even though they don't open, but you have a lot of opening. I mean, it's just a much nicer looking car. Now you do notice there's a KD coupler on this. I installed that. The old kits come with plastic couplers. I believe they're actually the old horn hook couplers. It's been a while since I put this together, but you will have to put new couplers on, and they come with plastic wheel sets. The Walthers Proto one, you already have a metal knuckle coupler and metal wheel sets. Not sure how well it shows up, but the panels on the Walthers Proto definitely look nicer than the old kit. And there's a lot of difference in the underbody detailing. As you see, the top one is the old Walthers kit. That should be easy to point out. And the Proto one is on the bottom. Even up here, everything's molded on. That's all molded on. Walthers Proto, separately applied with the chain and everything. So there you go. That's some of the differences between these. Now I know you're probably saying to yourself, but wait a second, I thought you said you liked the Walthers kits. I do like the Walthers kits. I'm not bashing the Walthers kit car. I like it. What I'm bashing is the people on eBay wanting extremely ridiculous prices for them. And I wanted to compare what you can get for basically the same price. People on eBay want pretty much the same price for that as what you can buy this for. And this is definitely and clearly a nicer model for the same price. So until people on eBay start dropping their prices on the Walthers kit, I see no reason to buy them. That's it for this episode of Midwest Mail Call. If you'd like to check out some of these items, or perhaps you're looking for something else, be sure to check out Midwest Model Railroad at midwestmodelrr.com. And don't forget, you can save 5% off your regular priced order using coupon code dgmodelworks. If you would like to see more content from my channel, be sure to subscribe and click that bell icon to be notified of future videos.